Great. More weak maximal vermin. I am not vermin. I'm a cat. Also, I am not weak. Hello and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for watching today for this review of Jungle Warrior BW10. Now, this is a knockoff from Tigatron, which was a gift from my good friend Bjorn Barneveld. If he had like a cosplay page or anything else, I would have linked it down below. Sadly, he does not, but I just want to mention to everyone that he is an amazing guy. So if you ever meet him at like a convention in the Netherlands, be sure to say hi. Anyway, let's just continue on as we take a look at the box. There's not much with the box here. We just got the Jungle Warrior. Specification, colors, and contents may vary from illustrations. We just got the front of the box, and all the other sides are basically just blank, except have some product information on a link. Same as the other side, and blanco again. Whoop-ah! And packaged in the box is just your regular old plastic shell. And I already undid the tape, so things are falling out now. But that's basically how he's packaged. He's packaged very neatly with like a protective plastic around it, so no paint is chipped, so that is very nice. And then without further ado, let's take a look at the figure himself. And here we have the big bot himself as he comes straight out of the package. Like, I think we need to clean up his back a little bit, like put the paws over there, but this is how he comes straight out of the box. And he looks absolutely fantastic. He is a big bot, a lot bigger than Cheetor was, so he's not a straight up repaint of Cheetor. It is actually a new mold, or at least a resized mold. But he is quite big. Not as big as Dinobot still, but still, he is not a small maximal. Let's take a look at the accessories that come with him. For starters, we have this little missile thingy. I'm not really sure what this was anymore. Or like, was it like ammunition for his weapon, or... But he has this little like clip for like rockets or something, just the one, so it's not like he's blasting off on rockets with his sides in his animal form or something. I'm really not sure what this was from anymore. If anyone knows, let me know it down in the comments below. He also comes with this little hacking, I think this was a hacking device, right? This was from the episode, I think it's from the episode where also the other accessory I'll grab after this comes from, where he hacks into the Predacon system. We'll take a look how to attach this once we take a look at the figure. But that's how it looks. It's a nice little translucent plastic there for the tube. And some nice painted details there and there. Now, for the other accessory that I think belongs with the little hacking device is this Megatron head. Now, this is not an alternative head for the Megatron figure, but this was in an episode where he was basically like a digital key that had to be solved. Oh, the other side is really stuck. It was really stuck. But this was like a very difficult Rubik's Cube that Tigatron had to solve before he could hack into the system. I wonder what the solution could be. Oh, this is a tight. This one really goes tight. Wabba-dabba-dabba-doo. But not so tight that it's scary. What's the matter, Kitty? I'll be with you in a moment. All right, I think Kitty, I think Kitty here wants some food. So, you want food, cat? Kitty, you want some food? Or you just want to take a look at the tigers? Oh, she wants to play with her grass. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna go get the cat some food, and then we'll look at the other accessories. And we're back again. All right. Sorry about that. But here we have his weapon. Now it's very much looks the same as Cheetor with his little like guts there, I guess. This can be like pushed down, probably to hide it in beast mode. Thinking it should be able to turn somewhere, right? I think here, but it seems to be a little bit stuck. And I don't want to put too much force on there. I may just have to take a look in the manual before I do that. But here we have his blaster cannon. Now, of course, he also has the lovely face he already comes with, where you can, which we'll take a look at in a moment. But he also comes with 4 alternative faceplates, of which one amongst is this one, just a plain regular old face, and we got some blue energy, like some blue clear plastic behind it on the inside, which I think can be removed, or I'm not sure. Maybe you can switch them around, because whereas this one has blue, the other ones come with red. And this seems to be about the same face, right? Ah, yeah, this is the same face, so it's not, you can't change the color plates. So that this one has blue eyes probably has some sort of meaning. Probably has like the blue eyes when he's like has that hacking device plugged in or something, I'm guessing, because I know that for a fact that red is his normal look. And besides the stoic face, he's got his little angry face there. He's really done with your Predacon bullshit. He also comes with like a scared face, like, oh my god. I do think this is more of a Cheetor expression. I remember Tigatron being very stoic, but it is a nice addition. I should really rewatch the show again. It's been years, but I do love it so much, Beast Wars. And of course he comes with a stand adapter. Now, unlike almost every previous release where you basically kept having to reuse Dinobot's stand, like with Megatron and everything, instead of him getting his own stand, you had to reuse Dinobot's stand, and you can get your own stand. Thankfully, though, Tigatron uses Black Arachnia's stand and not Dinobot's. However, unlike the official one where you have to share Black Arachnia's stand, they thankfully provide an extra stand. Yes, you don't have to share for Tigatron. He gets his own, at least with the knockoff. And that is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love that. Because having just one stand and having every Beast Wars character having to share between them was just stupid. Like, either provide them with a stand or don't give them stand compatibility. Now I know for the official Dinobot, he really needed that stand because in Dino form he could not stand without it. He would just, like the ratchets that was supposed to keep his feet straight collapsed under the weight, basically making him fall over forward. So the stand was very helpful for that. But then when you also want to pose Megatron in awesome poses, and it was just a hassle to have to share between them. Anyway, let's take a look at the figure himself. And there we have Mr. Tigatron, and he looks really good. Honestly, at first glance, I can't be like, oh yeah, this is a knockoff, because he does look very nice. There's some faded stripes on here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that, but it does seem to be on purpose because it is distributed evenly on the other side. And he does have some kibble, but I think that is to be expected from like Masterpiece Beast Wars Transformers, because I think the robot modes for these look incredibly spot on, and I can imagine that engineering something like this to actually look like a proper and very posable beast mode is near impossible, because this is not a cartoon, this is the real world, and plastic just does not work that way. So for what it is incredibly nice. That moves there. Well, he's a nice solid figure. No shaky limbs, he feels very sturdy. Finger joints are a bit tight, but not so tight that I'm like afraid that they'll break. Let's just take a look at his posability. He can move his head about that far before it gets stopped in the back, where the back of the head basically, I don't know if you can see that, knocks up against this. You could probably get it past there, but it'll just knock into more things like the shoulders and everything like that. He doesn't really look up that much, and he looks about down that much. And of course he's got a full arm range. With the shoulder bits he can reach down pretty far, and he can reach up as much as he pleases. And of course it can turn at the upper arm. He's got the elbow. The arm can turn. And he's got a pointy finger separate from the other three. And the thumb is locked in place. Now, he does have a waist swivel. A beautiful full 360 waist swivel. And he can do a very nice split there. He's got ratchets in his legs. That is very nice. That is always very nice. Meaning when you pose him, he doesn't go all floppy. Now the leg does hit his piece there, so while his leg can move forward very far, it's about this far back it goes. But he does have an impressive little knee joint there, with a far range, and of course a little ankle tilt, and you can tippy toe, although I'm assuming that's part of the transformation. Or not. This looks like it's supposed to click down, but it doesn't want to go right now. And he does have his beautiful little tiger face there. Rawr. And I do like this because the thing with Cheetor, you get like a fake head on the chest there. But for this guy, you actually get a very nice, like, engineering that the tiger head is his actual chest. That is, I think that's very impressive. Now let's just put him down for a little comparison with his mold sharing buddy there. Like, they are very similar. He may be bigger, but they are very similar. And as you can see, he is definitely not a small bot. Same goes for Optimus. He's just a tad higher than Optimus. But of course, the king of the Maximals is still this big boy. And they do look very, very nice together. I really do hope we'll get a Rhinox and especially Rat Trap very quick, because I thought there were rumors about there coming about a masterpiece Rat Trap coming out, because it was like Year of the Rat and they had like a picture up on Twitter or something with Rat Trap, and people started speculating like, oh, that means a masterpiece Rat Trap reveal, but nothing ever came of that, at least not yet. But who knows, we'll probably get Rhinox and Rat Trap very soon anyway. Now, these two are actually the official ones, and just like Tigatron, Dinobot is also a knockoff. Mostly because I bought these when they did this one, was like 70 euros. This one was 110. And then all of a sudden, this guy was 240. Now, I wasn't thinking of collecting them at all anymore then, but then a knockoff came out. So I do really like Beast Wars, but I don't think it's worth paying over 200 bucks for a figure like this, honestly. Like, if you have the money and you think it's worth it, that is fantastic. That is great. Personally though, I collect so much. There are plenty of other things I would want for 200 bucks than just one figure. But that's me. That is a wonderful cast though. That is an absolute wonderful cast. Anyway, I was looking for some instructions actually when I realized there are no instructions in the box. And basically, the QR code on the box there leads you to a website that has a video that shows you how to transform the guy. So there's no instructions. It all comes down to, we put a video online, go check that out. And on one hand, I'm like, oh, no instructions. I kind of like it when there is a small instruction book and like a small card or something. It's just, I don't do anything with it, but somehow it's like, oh, nice. But yeah, I usually check my transformations online anyway. As mentioned in the title, I am not going to transform this guy on camera because, well, I don't have my computer here with me to check the video to transform him. I don't know the figure well enough to transform him by memory. And this is basically just to show you the quality of the KO. And so far, I'm very satisfied with the quality in bot mode. He's a sturdy figure. There's no loose parts. He's not like jiggly, wiggle jiggle. He's not falling apart. He's a sturdy little fella. It's really good quality. Paint absols seem really good. So I'm very, very satisfied with him so far in bot mode. But anyway, without further ado, let's take a look at his Tiger mode. And once again, I am of course far too hasty. He can hold his gun with the typical masterpiece peg for holding guns, you know. This just pegs into the hand in the slot that you see there. And I can thankfully say he's got a very good grip on his weapon. That is very satisfactory. And a little accessory here. Clips on in the back of the head there. There's a little slot there you can see behind the ear, I suppose you could say. And it just slots in right there. And then you can plug in this in wherever you will plug it into. Megatron's computer, I'm guessing. Apparently, for this piece, it is supposed to simply just peg over that part. So he just has his missiles there. That's basically just it. It's kind of like hidden away like that, I guess, but that is it. That is it, apparently. That is it. Yeah. And as for this gun, it does move up, but you got to like open it up. It opens up. It doesn't fall down. It opens up. Then you can have the cannon be gone. See, this is why I prefer instructions. Anyway, as for the faceplate, you can lift his head up. Oh yeah, remember when I said he couldn't look up that far? Well, you can make him look up a lot further, but you will see like the neck peg there. He has very stiff joints, that much I can say. Ah, there. Anyway, you can just easily unpack the face like that. And just peg in a new one. There's like a little thing there that goes into the slot. That has a screw there. You just gotta make sure that the face is in between the cheek plates. And then just push it in. And you can push it all back down again. And you just change his face. Anyway, and now for actually really going to his tiger mode. For real this time. Whoop. And here we have Mr. Tigger himself. And he does look, especially right here from the front, he does look absolutely gorgeous. There is some very obvious robot kibble in the back, and on one hand I'm like, they probably could have done that a little bit better, but then I'm guessing we also would have had more panels, extra panel flaps in the robot mode, and I do prefer that the robot mode looks more top-notch than the beast mode in this case. Now I have to say the transformation started out a little bit tricky with the legs, and if you're wondering, I will put down a link below in the description where the Tigatron, where this QR code on the box leads you to. I will show you that website. That website says absolutely nothing about like the accessories and anything and all that. It's just the transformation, and that is that, just from robot to beast mode and back from beast mode back to robot mode. So I'm kind of like a bit annoyed that there's no instruction booklet with this. But I'm like, that would not have raised the price that much, I'm guessing. But it is what it is. It is a knockoff after all. It is just a knockoff. But I have to say it is an exemplary good knockoff, as I will show you right now. Now, the obvious robot kibble aside, what I had with the, well, to a lesser extent, Dinobot not so much, but the Megatron KO I have does have some trouble with like aligning all the panels and everything in beast mode. It's a little bit tricky and annoying, a bit more tricky and annoying than the original has, even though even there it's tricky and annoying from what I've heard and seen. But the panels on this one align very, very, very nicely and very easily. No problem whatsoever. I honestly have to say I think this is the best quality KO between Dinobot, Megatron, and Tigatron. Now I have yet to pick up Black Arachnia to add to the collection. Oh, and also before I forget, of course, I had his eyes like this when he was in robot mode. But that's a bit tricky to do. Come on, turn around. Of course, when he's like in robot mode, the eyes should have been orange. But you can just change that like that. So you can just fumble around with the eyes and, you know. I think I do prefer the system that Dinobot had, where you can basically pull them up and back down again for like different expressions in the eyes for the dinosaur mode. At least that's a little bit easier to control than trying to move a smurf and trying to move a smooth surface with your nails or fingers, whatever. But it does work, so that is very nice. He looks fantastic, and of course the mouth can open and close. He has front leg articulation about this much before it gets stopped, and of course he does have like the elbow sort of goes back that far, and his little footy, which goes all around and everywhere. I do like enjoy this very much, like the little paw print design on there. That is a very nice like detail. Now the back legs have the most range of articulation. Like you can pee up a tree if you want to. But it is like a very robot limb that you see all the cable on there. Like maybe just one more would have been nice, because little ankle bracelets there, but spiked ankle bracelets. He's tough. He's a tough cat. Meow. He's a cat from the street. Meow. There's of course some visible like there, but basically if you hold him like this, you have a very, very nice kitty cat. A very, very, very impressively nice kitty cat. Now I do understand though where this is coming from. Like it does improve bot mode to not have all extra panels cover that up. On the other hand, I would not mind some parts forming on this, you know, just put a little cover over it just for beast mode, like, you know, a little added cover. But other than that, he does look very, very, very nice. Now, the transformation started out a little bit tricky with the legs. I started talking about that before I started trailing off, but anyway, the transformation with the legs was a little bit where I was like, what the hell is going on? But once I got past this and everything else was really enjoyable. It was a very enjoyable transformation. Very smoothly, very logical, and I do like how everything just packs up very neatly in his torso here. He is absolutely fantastic, and I am so happy. So Bjorn Barneveld, I will thank you once again for allowing me to add this magnificent Tigatron to my collection. Oh, he is a beauty. That's someone for you to be jealous for. You wish you were a big kitty cat like that. Now I do think from memory that the transformation from Cheetor was a bit easier, like in general, but this one was more enjoyable, far more enjoyable. And I do like that. Though I do understand why he has a fake head for Cheetor, because this does look better for the character as he was on the show. I do very much enjoy that they actually made his torso head into the head for the tiger. That is very nicely done. Very nicely done indeed. Rawr. Now, and last but not least, let's take a look at how we can put him on the stand. I'm not sure if this is the same system as Black Arachnia has, because I know for a fact for the original one this connector works on the Black Arachnia one, but this does look very much the same as Dinobot had actually. It just goes on top of there, and originally I think you're supposed to like gouge him out, and but if you want to, you could just even like balance him on there. Flying tiger! Whee! You could even just balance him on there if you want to. I think originally you're just supposed to like open up his belly. And then this probably goes in there instead of his weapon. And would have been nice if it could just... Oh, wait. Oh, that is very lovely. You don't have to open them up. The thing is, that's why I dislike these things coming without the instructions. But he just clicks on like that. Unlike with Dinobot, you actually have to like put this inside of him, but this just pegs on. That is very nicely. That makes things very much easier. Just rawr. Kitty cat leaping into action. Or however you would like to pose him. I do enjoy that there's an extra stand, which I will probably use for... I would probably much sooner use for Megatron than for Tigatron, because Tigatron stands... very nicely just on his own by himself. But I am really happy to finally have an extra stand, which I don't get why Takara doesn't do that. And as far as I know, Takara doesn't even allow you to buy the stands separate, so characters keep having to share stands, which is very ridiculous, because you do give them all applicators for stands, and then you have to make a choice. Well, which one do I want to display? And if you want an extra stand, you will have to buy another Dinobot for another 240 frickin' euros, which is a lot of frickin' money to me, personally. So I am very grateful to this, well, completely nameless company that made Mr. Jungle Warrior. Anyway, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed that. And of course, there will be a link down below for the transformation video that you get from the QR code on the box. And hopefully I will see you again soon, audience, because there is plenty more coming, from Transformers to Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers, Marvel Legends, and of course, other fun videos as well. So I will see you next time.